We're in for a lower open here, everybody, on this Thursday. Dow futures off now more than 200 points. Broader market also lower. COVID-19 cases are accelerating around the country, reaching new daily highs in states including Texas and Arizona, and raising concerns about an economic recovery. Here to talk about it with us now is Yahoo medical contributor and Columbia University Associate Professor of Emergency Medicine, Dr. Dara Kass. Doctor, good to see you as always. We just talked about those cases rising in different states. Meantime, we've got New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, which are now seeing their number of infections drop. They've band together to impose a quarantine on anyone coming from those sort of hotspot states. Is that a good move? And how hard is that going to be to police?
So I think it's a necessary move. A good move or not is a judgment. And the truth is that if you're not seeing consistent procedures, we've talked about this before, in other states, you have to protect your citizens and your economy. And New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut have been very deliberate and data-driven in their response to the virus. And it's a risk to let people in from other states that are not responding with the same diligence. We're not saying, I think, that you can't understand the virus is out there and it's going to be difficult to contain in lots of spaces. This is more of a reaction of the policies and procedures in the states with hotspots and how slow these states are to actually put in either more stay-at-home orders or retract on some openings or increase mask wearing. None of those things are in place in a lot of those states consistently. And so the governors of the tri-state area have come out and said, if you're not going to act responsibly in your state, we're going to have to act more responsibly in ours.
Doctor, what's your assessment of President Trump saying he will not quarantine himself after visiting hotspots, but also continuing to not wear a mask? What do you think? What type of message does this send to the public?
I mean, it's been a consistent message of lack of leadership, right? A consistent message to say that the rules don't apply to me. And unfortunately, when he's coming from a hotspot like Arizona, where he was in on Tuesday and now coming to Bedminster in New Jersey, he's potentially bringing the virus with him, even if he's tested regularly. And remember that he doesn't travel alone, but he travels with an entourage of staff that also could travel with the virus. And if he's not demanding that they quarantine, is he demanding that his staff, his Secret Service, and those other people quarantine as well? So I think it's not just a bad lesson for other citizens. And it's unfortunate because there's no way that we can enforce it. He is the president of the United States, and like it or not, he gets to do whatever he wants, it seems.
I want to talk a little bit about sports because we're now seeing, sports trying to get up and running here. We're seeing a number of athletes now come down with COVID-19, and the NFL announced this morning that the Dallas Cowboys Pittsburgh Steelers preseason opener, which was scheduled for early August, has already been canceled. Should sports leagues be opening right now?
I mean, the truth is that it's hard to predict the future in any respect, but I think that pushing gatherings and close contact when we're still not ahead of this virus or out of the first wave does seem like a bad plan. And we're seeing the cost, the true cost, the economic cost on going too far ahead too fast, not being deliberate and not understanding how to undo the steps forward. So I don't know specifically if each of the sports should cancel each of their games. What I think they need to realize is they need to be able to go forward and backward consistently. And it just doesn't seem like they thought that far ahead when they put out all of their preseason and plans about opening up.
All right, Dr. Dara Kass, thanks so much for being with us.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.